Hi Virgo, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with your monthly reading for January 2020. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I encourage you, as always, to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus videos. And there's also a special announcement video. All of it's linked for you at the end of this one. The special announcement video is for the Love Wave of Manifestation we've got started over on the community tab here on the channel. So if you'd like to add your energy to that love wave and add your manifestation to it, please do. So watch that video, check it out. It's a 4-minute short one. It'll give you all the info you require. Okay, let's get into your message for this month. We're doing my version, my altered version of the Celtic Cross. It's just I've just switched it up a bit to be more in harmony with the way that I read tarot. So your first card, right in the center of the reading, this is the card of the now energy. And yours is the Lovers. A card of choice and decision. It is a card that encourages us to follow our heart. And there's usually some kind of a sacrifice going on in the decision-making process when you turn over the Lovers. There is also a level of tension that comes with the decision-making process, but once the choice decision is made, the tension evaporates because you've moved on to whatever it is you've been deliberating about. So I may not, I'm not sure yet. We'll see what the other cards have to say, the cards around it. We'll see what they have to say. But typically we pull a couple more cards when we see the Lovers because it indicates how we are habituated to choose and then how we would choose if we're following our heart. So again, we'll take a look at the other cards and see if more are necessary. We'll move on to your next one. This is a card that supports the now energy. And we have the Two of Swords. This is another decision-making card. If I didn't say it already, we are using the tarot, or Tarot of the 78 Doors. There is a doorway in every card, a doorway of some sort. A portal can be found on each card. And the Two of Swords is done so different in this deck. Typically we see a person with swords crossed over their heart space. They are usually blindfolded and there is often a moon in the sky, a new moon in the sky. And the card is indicative of an impasse, meaning we cannot make a decision at this time. We need to go within the sanctuary of self and listen to our inner voice. We kind of have to shut out the static of the energy atmosphere so that we can even hear what our inner thoughts are. What is our inner being saying? So now we have the Lovers and we have the Two of Swords, both of them being decision and choice cards. So Virgo, you have some considerations that you are in deliberation over at this time. Let's take a look at your foundation card and see how it adds to the story. And we've got the High Priestess for you. Well, that makes sense because on your Two of Swords, you're being encouraged into your inner being, your inner knowing, the inner wisdom, the inner landscape, let's say. And the High Priestess is all about that. She is the oracle within. So whatever it is you are facing at this time, I'm feeling more than one thing here. I'm feeling some choice, option, or deliberation within beloved relationship, and the very same with career and finances. So it's likely you've got choice and decision to make in more than one front, more than one arena of your life. And at the foundation of the reading is the High Priestess, the Two of Swords, driving you deeper within the self. The Lover's card saying get to the heart of the matter and follow your heart. The High Priestess is saying, you know, please invite yourself into your own inner sanctuary. Come on in, it's nice in here. So that adds to the artwork we're seeing here on the Two of Swords for me, because an infant has been left on a doorstep, and there is someone who is going to pick that infant up and bring them into the sanctuary. Then we have the High Priestess consulting her crystal ball, and she is going to look within there. And as I remind you, that Two of Swords in a typical deck, you've got a person blindfolded and a moon over their head, so they are definitely getting into their inner knowing. So what I feel for you, Virgo, as I look at these three cards at the start of this reading, is that you could look outside yourself for answers all day long, and it's not coming to you from there. It's going to come from your inner knowing, your intuitive gifts, and your inner being. I do not feel compelled at this time to pull more cards on the Lover's card to clarify it further. I feel that the High Priestess and the Two of Swords are giving you great guidance and direction to go within. Your next card is recent influences within the energy atmosphere, and you have the King of Pentacles. I like this card. It's so stable. The kings and queens bring us their self-mastery, and I love this king. He gets a bit of a reputation for being a little bit boring. Some readers I've heard on YouTube will call him Mr. Spreadsheet. He's got it all worked out, and that's good for him. And Virgo, that's really good for you too, because you have a natural gift of organization. And some of you Virgos look or appear very disorganized, but you know what the organization is within the appearance of disorganization. You know where it all is. You can lay your hand on it without a problem. So how does that serve you here? Recent influences. This feels like it's been a while coming. It's choice decision that does not surprise you. You are aware of it. Again, I feel it's in beloved relationship, and I do feel it's in career and finances. And you're no stranger to this energy at this time, and you have a stable approach, King of Pentacles, to what is before you. I also feel you will not be rushed. You will make your choice, your decision in your own right divine timing. And there may be influences within the environment from other people kind of wanting you to speed things up a bit. And the sense here is that you won't. You really will not make a choice until you're good and ready. And I don't feel any negativity in that. I don't feel any manipulation of the situation in that at all. It is truly taking the time to go within and really hear what your inner being has to say before you make your next step, your next move. And that serves you very well. That keeps your foundation stable. Next card, I call this the Alchemy of Now. This is the change that is taking place as a result of the energy atmosphere and your response to it. And your card is the Seven of Wands. All right, all sevens in tarot, I remind you, every time we turn one over, that's heaven touching earth within the heart space. And the Seven of Wands is a card that can be somewhat defensive in nature. And this is what I feel, that there are others in your environment, or there are circumstances within your environment that are sort of pushing at you to make a choice, make a decision before you're actually ready to. And that is the potential defensiveness that I feel on the seven. You are going to withdraw and retreat if you are pressured. And that actually serves you quite well. The other message of the Seven of Wands is to take the high road here. Typically in a normal deck, we see one person holding a wand and 6 other wands kind of coming at them. So you may have to defend your position, or you may decide to non-verbally defend your position by taking the high road, and in that you become a living example of how you are navigating this, and it sets an example for others. So again, I'm coming back to a shift, a change, a choice, a decision within beloved relationship, career, or finances. Do not allow yourself to be pushed or forced into making a decision, and if you have to, stand your ground hard on that until you are good and ready and you know that it serves you in a stable way on your foundation. Next card is the energy atmosphere you are currently navigating, and you have the Queen of Wands. Ooh, nice. Love her. She's feisty, and you know, she's done so soft and serenely in this deck. And you know, she's in a bower. That's her portal there. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous card, and I love this artwork because that is the energy in which it's beautifully done, because that is the energy in which you have gone to make your choice. This is what's on the inner landscape, this Queen of Wands. I love her because she is authentic. She is unapologetic. She's got sass. She's got flair. She doesn't take any crap. But she's graceful about all of it. And she is a bright ray of light. I mean, when she smiles upon you, you feel warm in your heart because she's smiling upon you. So with all that sass and feisty energy, she still comes off just as graceful as the High Priestess. So the Two of Swords, with its invitation to go within, this is what you are going within for. That's the space you're making decision from. That's how you take the high road. That's how you make a decision that serves a stable foundation. So that will strengthen a beloved relationship, or any other for that matter. That will strengthen where you are in career or how you are of service and what's unfolding in your financial sector of your life at this time. Your next card is the potential challenge that lies within the energy atmosphere, and you have Strength. Yes, excellent card here. So here's another Heart of the Matter card. So that connects nicely to the Lovers. There is another meaning on the Strength card, which is to, as you are in consideration of what's at the core, what's at the heart of the matter, there is a wild, untamed, free spirit residing there. And that may be what's in your choice and option that's on offer at this time. So as it relates to your relationships, your career, your finances, there's a wild, untamed spirit of liberation and freedom that's very important to you. And you want to make sure that that remains intact in your decision-making process, which is why it's so important for you not to be forced because of someone else's potential urgency in the situation. You have to come from this Queen of Wands type of energy. So that's a fire card, and then right next to it you have another fire card. So there's strong Leo energy here on the table. So, you know, tap into your inner Leo, find where it is in your chart, and leverage it on this situation. Bring the sunshine, bring the joy, the happy, the gregariousness. Keep your wild, free spirit alive. Keep your sass, your feistiness, all of it, and do it gracefully. Next card is the potential outcome for you, and we have the Four of Cups. I love this card, and I have a new appreciation for this card. And typically, and you can see it in this artwork here on this card, in this deck, typically this is a card of apathy, where, you know, we see three cups, and the person is staring at the three cups. They're sort of in a pouting posture, and they look as though they no longer have reverence for the three prior gifts that have come their way. In the background, you see the cosmic hand bringing yet another cup. So that's like receiving the Ace of Cups, and you just don't see it coming because you're lamenting your woes and you've gone into apathy over it. However, my new connection on this card is that those three cups that you typically see in a traditional deck represent you in savoring, in cherishing, in reverence for the preciousness of those prior gifts. And that because you're in the energy of gratitude and appreciation, more gifts keep coming, and that's why you see that cosmic hand coming out of the sky for you with yet another cup. So the potential outcome of the reading is to come to savoring, reverence, cherishing of your journey and your process. That's the energy you find there in that Queen of Wands and in the Strength card, and that helps you make choices that keep you in harmony with your stable foundation, High Priestess, King of Pentacles, and keeps you in harmony with the high road, if that's required at this time. All right. Great message for you, Virgo. You do seem to be in a process. Your past few monthly messages really do have you working things out for yourself. And this is yet another leg of that journey. So now we're going to move on to Oracle cards, and we are going to choose an animal spirit for you to work with. What animal spirit would like to work with Virgo? We're using the Animal Spirit Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. Oh, interesting. You get Cat Spirit. So it shows up twice in the reading here. It says, claim your independence. That's a great summary card for you in this reading. You know, be independent about your decision-making process. Don't be pushed. Don't be forced by someone else's urgency. You make your choice independently. Now we're going to move on to the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. What would the Angels and Ancestors like to share with Virgo for January 2020? And you receive Medicine Mother. Haha, look at that. Honor your inner knowing. I'm putting that right next to the High Priestess because that is absolutely the pathway for you through the month of January. Inner knowing. You got to get into your inner oracle, your inner High Priestess. All right, last card comes from the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. How is Virgo traversing the month of January? Sacredly traveling through January. Okay, and you get View from Above. Get the big picture. Yeah, absolutely. Again, these oracle cards are great confirmation to all the messages you've received here in the body of the reading. So this card connects nicely to the King and Queen of Swords for us in tarot because they get the bird's eye view before they make a choice, because they understand that their decisions and choices affect others, not just themselves. Their choices affect other individuals as well. So get the full picture, and don't be coerced into making a decision until you're good and ready, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I remind you to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out the special announcement video, and most definitely join us here on the channel and watch the daily messages. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, joy, blessings. Bye for now. Namaste.